Welcome back to the channel and some more Monster Hunter Stories 3 content. Today we're going to be going over Pink Rathian, how to beat Pink Rathian. This works for during the day and at night. Either one is fine. I have beaten them both, although it's slightly different setups. Not that you need different setups, I just didn't find it with the same people, the same partner, or the same monsties. I can include both videos of that in here, so we'll be doing that. But the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you can find Pink Rathian on the map.
Let's go.
So you're going to need to, raise up Rathian. And then you're going to need to find a Pink Rathian egg and put it on the map somewhere and go from there. Then you need to find wherever Pink Rathian spawns on the map and do a preemptive strike. So you're going to do a melee strike to the back of Pink Rathian while she's just walking in the wild. It's going to do a ton of damage. About a quarter of damage to her health bar. From there, the setup looks something like this. In my first playthrough here against Pink Rathian, we did 3 Dreadqueen Rathians, 1 Purple Gypceros, and a Nerscylla. The Dreadqueen Rathians are neutral nature. The Purple Gypceros, my gosh. Purple Gypceros is a water Purple Gypceros, and the Nerscylla is just whichever Nerscylla you want. It doesn't much matter. We're going for the sleep needle for that one, so all of them have it. You don't need the secondary move for this. So after you do the preemptive strike, you're going to be able to have 1 free turn to attack Pink Rathian. You're going to do whatever you can. I would suggest with this setup, trying to put it to sleep with Sleep Needle. Nerscylla will go last, so you don't have to worry about anyone waking her up. But do what you can to wear down the Wyvernsoul Gauge or the Wyvernsoul Gauge. Because you're going to, the whole match is just going to be about getting that down. You're going to want to keep it up during the normal attacks, and you're going to want to knock her down when she does the AoE attacks. Her pattern goes like this. She starts off in a speed mode. Okay, so she'll do speed attacks in her normal mode. In her normal mode. I can't talk today. And then she's going to do an AoE, and then speed attack and AoE. When she gets enraged, she's going to move doing power attacks. And she will continue the same kind of pattern. Doing power attack, then an AoE. Power attack, then an AoE. Just know that after your first free turn after preemptive strike, it's going to be an AoE. That's why you're trying to put her to sleep right away.
Let's go.
But the whole match is just normal attack, AoE. Normal attack, AoE. But she doesn't start off with a ton of Wyvernsoul Gauge. 4 is what she starts with. Which is doable. You can deal with that. In 2 turns you can get that down. So the setup that we're using to get that down, we have Ogden for our first one here. He's very good because Venom Shot from his Pookie takes a big chunk of Wyvernsoul Gauge down. It does a lot of Wirefell damage. Ogden himself can do a good bit of Wirefell damage. And then for us, our main attackers for Wyvernsoul, we're looking at Tail Stun, and we're looking at Sleep Needle. Sleep Needle is great if the monster is not in an AoE. If it's the turn the monster is going to do an AoE, Sleep Needle will not proc before the AoE hits. And then it cancels out Sleep Needle anyways, so you don't do that. Tail Stun, however, will proc before the AoE. At least it seems to 99% of the time. Very few times have I seen it not proc versus a monster. Espinos, I've seen it not proc against him. Espinoss was a weird fight, though. So what you're going to do is you're going to try and wear that Wyvernsoul Gauge down. Again, we're going with the Gypceros Hammer, so it's Venom Monster. You're going with the Magia, Charm, Hunting Horn, and those are the only two things that you really need to worry about. If you wanted to bring in a Gun Lance, you can. Seems like they have very, very good damage for like Wyvern's Fire, stuff like that. However, your stamina is going to be down most of the time. Because you're going to have to keep doing Sweet Spot on your hammer to try and keep that, Wyvern Soul down. As far as your armor, we are using the Namiel armor set, so you have to make sure you go get that. If you don't know about that, you can find Namiel at night. You have to defeat a couple monsters during the night, and then you'll get a cutscene. Namiel will show up. You will lose. There is a way to defeat Namiel, but at this juncture, you're probably going to lose if you don't know the strategy. And by defeat, I mean you make her run away after she beats you, essentially. You get nothing for that. Don't worry about that yet. We're working on Pink Rathian here. So you're going to defeat her. She'll drop, one hide, and then you can make the armor set. So from there, again, you are just going to alternate back and forth. This does work with other partners. It should work with other weapons as well. You don't have to use the Hunting Horn at all if you don't want to. More than likely, you are going to lose 2 hearts at the beginning, unless you get a sleep proc like I did in this one. But you're just going to go back and forth. And just got to keep alternating in monsters. If you do want to use the Dreadqueen Rathians, you do it when you do not need to worry about taking down the Wyvernsoul Gauge. So if you need to stall, pull in a Dreadqueen Rathian and do the Solar Cry, so that you have a monster to sit on if you cannot get the Wyvernsoul Gauge all the way down. That's why they're in here. You don't really need 3 of them. One of them's fine. I went in with 3 because they were already in my party. But you don't have to have 3. You need one of them. You need Purple Gypceros is a very good add, just because of priority, tail stun. And then the Nerscylla is super good because of the sleep that can happen. You also need a technical monster anyway, so you have to have something in there. So Nerscylla just fills that spot. You need a speed monster, so Dreadqueen Rathian fills that spot as well. All just fits very nice. There's not much else to say about this. Just keep doing Wyvern Soul damage. Ogden will lay traps down from time to time, which is super helpful. He will go for a kinship attack to get you out of an AoE at times. Super helpful. Keep in mind, if he does go for a kinship attack, you do not have to ride your monster to get away from their attack. It will just straight up not hit you because it'll be cancelled by Ogden. You do not have to sit on the monster on this one to avoid the AoEs. You just attack through it with your kinship attack, and that will get you all set up there to skip that attack. So again, try not to use Synchro Rush. In my second portion of this, we do Pink Rathian at night, and I do try Synchro Rush to see how bad it is. It gets a little tricky. You really have to be on your game to get everything to line up then, but it's doable. I would just suggest not doing it because the down is super nice to take down more Wyvernsoul Gauge. That's why we don't do it. It all has to do with just damaging the Wyvernsoul Gauge. So again, back and forth, normal attack, AoE, normal attack, AoE. That's all you need to know here. This is a good set. My second set that I used is different. So if you want to see that, that is in the later half of the video. But let me pull that up and I will go over that with you. Okay, so when we get to the second one, you're going to be seeing that, again, we do a preemptive strike on the Pink Rathian. The partner we have now is Cora. She's also very good because she takes aggro. Doesn't help you as much as far as traps. She does lay one trap down here, but Ogden seems to lay them earlier, so lets you really get in that that groove a lot earlier than Cora does. Also, Cora likes to guard a lot, not helping you with the Wyvernsoul Gauge, but she is usable. The monsters we have here, we have two Dreadqueen Rathians in the neutral infusion, or with the neutral infusion. We have a Purple Gypceros that is water infusion. We have a Espinas, which I believe is neutral infusion. We don't use it. And then we also have a Tobikadachi that is water infusion. So you'll see it's a nice, pretty blue. But again, we're still doing everything like we said before, just back and forth, AoE and normal attack. We are using different weapons this time though. So the weapon selection for this time would be as follows. We have the Espinas Hammer, the Espinas Gunlance, and the Namiel Longsword. The only thing we really use here is the Espinas Hammer. Because again, we're just going for Wyvern fell damage. We're using Sweet Spot. Actually, I'm not using Sweet Spot that's on that hammer, believe it or not. You can buy Sweet Spot from the cat, and you can, you know, plug it in an open spot on a hammer. And that's what we did here because it costs less stamina. It does 10 less damage, but it costs a little bit less stamina. So that's what we're looking for. Wirefell damage is the same, you know, based on the hammer. And with the inserted Sweet Spot skill, both are 60. But yeah, it's the same technique. You are doing, you know, normal attack into AoE, into normal, into AoE. So you need a stun every other turn, or you need to ride a monster. Or have your partner ride the monster and do their kinship attack. Any of that will work. So it's just a matter of getting in that groove, and it should go down pretty simply. You do have daring guard on this Gunlance too. You can try using that if you need to get out of, you know, losing a heart. But it does cost 48, I believe, 48 stamina. So you're gonna have, you know, half your stamina bar there to be able to get that. But that is Pink Rathian all done. That's pretty much all the monsters for the demo that you can actually beat. I've been trying to think of a way you can beat Yian Garuga, because Yian Garuga is still in the cave and you can wake it up and you can fight it again. But it's proving to be difficult. It's a huge health bar. Massive health bar. The attack style is interesting, but learnable. And you do get some openings, but I don't know. It has its own challenges, just with, you know, how much damage it does and how much health it has. It's proven to be difficult. Namiel technically can be, you know, can retreat from you after the fight, but as far as I know, no one's beat her, like legit beat her, except for one guy with cheats. One guy did it with cheats, which is really dumb. But apparently, if you do beat her, you can get eggs in the demo. But as far as I know, no one's legit beat her without cheats. So more into that, more into Yian Garuga. We'll see how far we get before the game launches in about a month. So thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video. Bye.
Let's go. Nice one.
Nailed it.
Amazing.
Watch out!
There.
This is bad.
Counting on you.
Now's your chance! Good going.
Nice one.
Watch out!
Let's go.
I've got this. Got him! Now!
This'll do it. We've got this.
Let's calm down. You did it!
Keep it up. Counting on you.
Watch out!
Let's go.
There! Okay. I'll survive.
Counting on you.
Now's your chance! Nailed it!
Amazing.
Keep pushing!
Let's go. Nice one.
Good going.
Amazing. Ready? I got it. The power of friendship.
Let's calm down.
Counting on you.
I've got this. Good one! All right!
Nice job.
Whew, that's done.